Policy Appeals Committee meeting of the Bryan Hilton St. Joseph Board of Health to order on Wednesday, September 17th, and it is 8:33 a.m. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Leininger,
Here.
Commissioner Schaefer,
Here.
Commissioner Stoll.
Present.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented? So I'll support that. And motion and support to approve the agenda. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, motion carried. Public comment? Dying to give us their stuff today. Unfinished business. Next up, new business, plan of organization.
Just rolling right along. So the plan of organization is a document that we review every 3 years and update as necessary. It provides the overview and direction of our organization as far as how we're legally established, the laws and rules that we follow, the programs that we do, how we're organized, the technology that we use to be compliant, our mission, vision, and values, planning, just everything about us is in this. And we use this document at accreditation, which is coming up in March, to explain and show MDHHS that we are operating under the law, in compliance with the law, and to demonstrate, some of what we like to cheerlead about. So the different partnerships and other things that we do, we want to highlight some of those and draw attention to those as the local health department that serves these 3 counties. So there's lots of exhibits that are referenced in this document, which are available. And I didn't know if you guys wanted to get into any kind of deep dive on any of them. But this really is just an update to our previous plan of work, but we do need it approved by the board so that when we go into that meeting with the accreditors, they know that you've looked at it and that you've approved it and are aware of these responsibilities that we have.
How often do you update it?
About every 3 years.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
There were a couple of these exhibits that I think may have a couple of questions on,
Which ones?
and exhibits are not here, but if you,
There's a link in there.
yeah, the links are online, so. Exhibit 1A2.
So that's the matrix of services.
Mhm. Okay. And these columns, so we got services, rule or statutory citation. Required equals basic plus mandated plus yield HPS. And we got 1A, 1B, 1C, 2. Nice. So is there a better, and then you've got the headings underneath that, the one, you don't carry that heading character down to the next, to the second and third pages.
This looks like this for each one. So the second page looks like this.
Looks fine.
Just looking on my part.
So that document is provided to us from the state
Okay,
and we just plug it in. They make it, we attach it.
I have to download.
The plan of organization is, it's very spelled out specifically. There's a checklist. It has to be in this format. It has to have exactly these things in it. You know, 1A is this, 1B is that, you know, it's very spelled out. There's a checklist, and that's how we get that. And in the document that provides us the checklist, this document is an appendix to that, so we can plug it in as a reference.
Right, so they like provide a template that you like plug in your information, is that how it works? And then-
Yeah, it's a checklist that tells us exactly what we have to have. It's not exactly a template, it's a checklist. Must have this. Section 1 must contain this. Section 2 must
Get 'em.
It's not loading for me.
There's not enough bandwidth, maybe.
It's not that. It's something else. Justin's done something before for me. When I open these links, the second page and beyond are all blurry. Yeah,
Did you try open it directly from the website?
Okay.
Because that's what I did, the link to the website, your Board of Health resources.
that is exactly where I'm at.
I'm good.
See, I'm right here.
You download it instead of just viewing it. I don't just throw things in.
I can click on that. It's blurry after page 1.
Exhibit 2B3. Oh, that's on page 4.
Yeah, static plan. Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So that document there is part of our budget. So when I present the budget to you guys, that is how salaries are calculated based on that document right there.
But what's the green? What's the dark purple? What's the red? What's the shaded gray?
Those are things that we use internally to keep track of stuff. So yeah, it's just color coded for my personal way to keep track of stuff. So purple, that purplish color, those folks have the defined benefit MERS plan.
The dark purple?
Yes. So
Okay.
that pinkish
See,
color,
and for me, if there was a key here to go with that, is what that explained, you know, for me looking at it, I would have, okay,
so and a lot of the colors that are on there, like that light pinkish color that is the most prominent, when I build the spreadsheet, and if I make a change and I have to change formulas, I color every cell as I do it so that I know where I am. And then I don't always remember to uncolor it. I'll just color it a different color next time I do it. So a lot of times the colors don't mean anything specific to you. It is just how I keep track of what I'm doing, because this spreadsheet is absolutely massive. And the green that you see along the left-hand side is another, okay, I was updating that, making sure that I had the right wage in for every person, because, you know, as I go through it and I do update it, I color it so that I know where I am. So a lot of the colors don't mean anything.
But they mean something to you.
They mean something to me. But they don't, just mean I updated that cell when I was doing it. It doesn't mean specifically anything.
It's a really good question.
It's a great question. I can remove
I
those.
just accept. I just accept that I need to remove them.
I can remove those colors in future iterations of this.
well, either that or if, like I said, if it's an internal document for the Board of Health, I mean, if you put a code, or, you know, you put a
Sure.
key in there that, you know, to be honest, because I don't know if I'd ever seen that, okay, these are the ones that are still on the old DB plan, and I had no idea what employees, you know,
Mhm.
were on them, so,
Right.
Well, now you know.
um, This document, the agency that did or that used to be ending their report on local county health, I forget what that,
The county health ranking?
County health
Yeah.
records, yeah.
is that embedded in here anywhere or not?
I don't remember using the county health.
I
ranking.
didn't, I don't remember seeing it, and that county health ranking is going away
Yes,
as well, so.
yes. Yeah, the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation isn't funding that any longer. Yep. We probably still have it linked on our website. I'm sure we do. Under data.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't think I had anything else.
Yeah, there's just lots of, this is a very large document.
With all the attachments,
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
and you said this, is this on our website right now?
It is.
The draft is up.
No, I'm talking the one that we're operating underneath. not
Yes.
Revised from.
Yes. They're both up there under your Board of Health Resources.
Mhm.
If you go to Plan of Organization under Board of Health Resources. The-
Recommending them that go to the full board.
We just need the board to approve it. Mhm.
So what I did when I uploaded the new, the 25 plan, they're all marked as 25, and all the attachments that belong to the 2023 plan have all been rolled together and are just attached to that. So it's all one very large 50 meg file that contains all the attachments. So you'd have to scroll through it on the current that's on the website.
Okay.
It was too confusing having the 23 and the 25 both up there, all the attachments.
I just have one question about the medical director position. So,
Mhm.
just reading through there, you know, it talks about like that we have to have one, of course, or and like if Dr. whatever is left, we have to appoint an interim. What would be our backup plan in that situation?
I would reach out to the medical directors that are kind of around us to see if we could enter into a temporary contract with one of them. I would hope that we would be able to do a temporary at least with one of them. They're very busy people and not always, you know. But when the Calhoun County Medical Director died in that bike accident, you know, there was somebody that stepped forward and provided that direction to that health department until they had a new one. So, the problem with a medical director is they have to have an MPH, Masters in Public Health, in addition to their MD or DO. It's required in the Public Health Code.
Or within, so,
They can
So long
be
as they have-
provisional. Yep, they can start out provisional, which Dr. Lubarello did. But you have to find someone that's willing to go back to school.
I was just going to ask that actually. Would that be a pretty difficult position for us to recruit for?
It is a little bit difficult. We did have two candidates when we were filling the position. So we had Dr. Lubarello and another doctor from the local area here in Coldwater that were both interested. But we ended up selecting Dr. Lubarello as the candidate. So, you know, would that doc still be interested? Perhaps. He was a younger guy. So he might be interested.
Would our association be of any help?
Mel?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there certainly are a lot of resources when you bring a new medical director on that MELF has prepared,
Okay.
that we use when we bring a new person on. But yes, there is a sub-organization of MELF that's just for the physicians called MAP. And, you know, that's the group we would reach out to, you know, we're looking for somebody to fill in. It's temporary, yeah. When she goes on a leave where she's not available by phone or email, we have a medical director that we can reach out to. And, you know, that individual may be willing to serve in a temporary role. But I don't think he's looking to add more health departments to his roster, frankly, so, yeah.
I just thought I was trying to assess, I guess, our weaknesses in here, you know, and
Mhm.
that seemed like one that could be difficult for, especially in this area, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
You know, a bigger market, maybe it's a little easier, but
and I, to be, so what is our succession, what's our succession plan for the health officer?
I'm serious about that too.
I forget.
I think you've got, at least one, maybe two internal candidates that could fill this role. So.
But do we have a actual written succession plan for,
No, not really.
you know, so, and Tracy's in a car accident, or Rebecca's in a car accident, what are we gonna do? Well, who's in charge the next day?
Well, there would be an interim health officer appointed. And there are a couple of staff members here that could fill that role. You know, and then, yeah, then we'd have to go about the search.
So we have to call a special meeting,
Yeah,
emergency meeting to do that, so.
yep. And, you know, my contract's up this year, so if you're going to have me back, we need to work on that after we get through the evaluation. process. So, yeah. It goes through December, just so you know.
But I said, even, you know, I know, I don't know what, and you guys have, both have administrators. You guys have succession, written succession plans.
We actually name person as interim. It's part of our policy. This person will act interim.
Yeah, so we have now have a deputy to the administrators. That person stepped in.
If we really wanted to have that formal of an arrangement, I would think we would need to name a deputy health officer here. Because the MDHHS still needs to approve an interim, acting interim as an addition to the full-time health officer. So there's an approval process there. They review the credentials and the background and all that kind of stuff. So just like they do with the medical director, they do the same thing with the officer.
Well, right, because there's that letter, exhibit, is it in there? On the letter for your appointment, I think that was 7 something,
Yeah.
6 or 7.
I think it's
7.
Oh,
71.
Mm-hmm,
Right, and then Dr. Luparella, 7C.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, she had a provisional right at the beginning, and then as soon as she had finished the master's, we requested her to be a fully recognized in Michigan. So,
and a good deal of health departments do have a deputy health officer. It's a common position in lots of our.
it is.
Already, well, budgetary wise, what's her name, deputy health officer?
Yeah.
You said it very succinctly.
I mean, now might not be the right time, but something like the future.
But-
I mean, they would still have other responsibilities, they would think, but also with support.
But yeah, you know, in today's day and age, so just looking at what we, you know, what do we do in a immediate vacancy?
Right, that's the kind of the reason I asked about that.
It's a struggle with all positions, really. I mean, you know, when our accountant decided to leave, you know, basically Teresa learned how to be an accountant. You know, I mean, it's really, all of the positions here are kind of a little bit like that. There's some backup in the professional staff, the sanitarians, you know, certainly there's some backup there. When you get to those top administrative positions, they're really, you know, there's one.
Right, well, and the ones that are required by statute too, right?
Mhm.
Ones we have to be mainly concerned about, not that anybody's position is less important or anything, but
Right.
we have to provide those.
Because,
Yes.
and we could theoretically contract out for financial services.
We could.
you know. Short, you know,
I'll tell you what, though, what we do is not like what anybody else does. It's public health finance. It's really difficult. It's really hard.
It's complex.
It is very difficult, right?
There's a lot of pieces to it.
Yeah, the funding, so
And the software that's used and it's just really difficult.
do I have a motion to recommend approval of the plan of organization to the full board?
make that.
Or
I have a motion to recommend approval of plan of organization. Any further discussion? A motion from Commissioner Stoll.
Yes.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carried. That is the end of the new business on our agenda. Either of you, Commissioner, have anything you wanna? Just, and again, maybe something that, you know, program policy and bills, maybe we wanna look at is maybe developing a temporary succession plan. Health officer in case something was to happen, you know, whether Rebecca or whoever's that health officer, if something
Yeah,
incapacitates them or.
I do think it'd be worth some discussion. Just to be thinking about it. Rebecca's help maybe.
Yeah.
You got some talented staff that work right here that would do a fine job.
That brings us back around to public comment.
Go take yours.
Really? Come on, man. This is your opportunity to tell us what you really think.
get on record.
I think he's interested.
I don't think so. The evaluation's all done and in?
No, I have 3.
I don't think I.
You have not, and neither have you.
Send me another one.
I was going to send out a reminder this afternoon,
Fine.
but I did say that you had to the end of the day today, so I didn't wanna remind anybody too soon.
Yours are good.
Okay.
Oh,
Always, yeah.
All right.
Always.
Well, I did 2 on the same day. I did Rebecca's, I did on our area agency on aging,
Oh, yeah.
All Wise over in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Hired a new CEO and, yeah, and, when she started, May 1, April 1, and so we did a 6-month or 90-day evaluation on her.
Yours good.
So, but I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Support.